Israel has announced a huge leap forward in their offensive capability after supporting the development of a missile so advanced it would outperform every current competitor. On September 28, 2023, a momentous occasion unfolded as Germany solidified an agreement to procure the cutting-edge Arrow 3 hypersonic missile system, proudly manufactured in Israel. This moment marked a significant milestone in Europe's defense against airborne threats, highlighting its historical significance. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius, alongside his Israeli counterpart Yoav Gallant, jointly announced this momentous pact during a press conference. The deal, valued at an impressive $3.5 billion, 3.3 billion euros, stands as a landmark in Israel's military industry, becoming its largest ever transaction. Pistorius expressed the transformative impact of the Arrow 3 system on Germany's air defense capabilities, ensuring they are future-ready. This achievement carries a deeper significance, particularly considering the growing need for enhanced NATO air defenses in Europe post the Russian invasion of Ukraine, a reality that demands collective discouragement. Pistorius emphasized, "We can observe the critical nature of anti-air defense, especially in light of the ongoing Russian assaults on Ukraine. This is imperative for a strong air defense system, emphasizing the significance of this agreement." In a touching moment, Gallant also acknowledged the historical backdrop, recalling the Holocaust and its devastating consequences. He stated, "Only 8 decades since the conclusion of the Second World War, Israel and Germany unite today to shape a more secure future. This joint endeavor represents a powerful journey from the darkest chapters of history to a future built on collaboration and security." The Arrow 3 system, a formidable long-range missile defense platform, has emerged as a firm guardian of the skies, designed to intercept incoming missiles outside Earth's atmosphere. Its capabilities extend beyond safeguarding Israel alone, offering protective cover to neighboring European Union states. This strong system is evidence of international collaboration, developed and produced jointly by Israel and the United States, a partnership that elevates its significance on the global stage. Notably, the sale of the Arrow 3 system underwent stringent scrutiny, requiring the approval of Washington before it could be finalized, underscoring the system's strategic value. Since its maiden deployment at an Israeli Air Force base in 2017, the Arrow 3 system has played a pivotal role in securing Israel against potential missile threats emanating from nations like Iran and Syria. Its operational flexibility is a vital asset, characterized as a mobile system that can be swiftly deployed based on the prevailing threats, adapting to the dynamic security landscape. Israel Aerospace Industries, the system's manufacturer, highlights this adaptability, allowing for effective defense tailored to the specific challenges at hand. Intriguingly, the financial motivation for this transformative deal stems from a landmark development. Chancellor Olaf Scholz unveiled a substantial €100 billion fund to bolster Germany's defenses, responding to the aftershocks of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Arrow 3 system's acquisition forms a significant part of this proactive security enhancement, signifying Germany's commitment to ensuring its preparedness for future threats. Germany's leadership in the domain of air defense extends well beyond the Arrow 3 system. More than a dozen European countries have rallied behind Germany's banner, subscribing to the common cause of the European Sky Shield initiative. This ambitious project envisions joint procurement for a spectrum of air defense systems, encompassing short-range, medium-range, and long-range solutions. The group of systems includes the German-manufactured Iris-T, the American Patriot system, and the Arrow 3, each serving as a pillar in the robust shield of European airspace security. However, while the European Sky Shield initiative has gained significant support, it's worth noting that not all of Germany's neighbors have chosen to join this cooperative pact. France and Poland, for instance, have thus far declined to participate, opting instead for an air defense approach anchored in European-made equipment. This diversity of approaches emphasizes the complexities and intricacies surrounding international defense collaborations, with each nation weighing its strategic priorities and preferences. Germany's expectations for the Arrow 3 system are set on a specific timeline. Berlin anticipates the delivery of this formidable system in the final quarter of 2025, marking a critical milestone in its efforts to bolster its air defense capabilities. The introduction of the Arrow 3 system to Germany's arsenal is clear evidence of the nation's commitment to collective security and a proactive response to evolving geopolitical dynamics. Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, a trailblazing name in the realm of military technology, is all set to unveil its latest innovation, the Hypersonic system. This cutting-edge creation, designed to intercept hostile hypersonic missiles, will be showcased at the upcoming Paris Air Show. The unveiling of Hypersonic marks a significant leap in military technology, responding to the growing emergence of hypersonic weapons that can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5. Hypersonic missiles are considered a game-changer, and the urgency to develop not only hypersonic missiles, but also potent anti-missile systems to counter them has never been more pronounced. With reports of Iran launching its own hypersonic missile, the threat is clear and present, and Israel views this as an existential challenge. As a result, Rafael has been driven to augment its arsenal of missile defense systems, which already includes the formidable Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Iron Beam, with the introduction of Hypersonic. Rafael has provided some insights into its capabilities. Hypersonic is a comprehensive system engineered to neutralize missiles traveling at approximately Mach 10. This entails countering not only the sheer speed of hypersonic missiles, but also their exceptional maneuverability. It achieves this through a synchronized sensor suite that enables rapid tracking, detection, and interception of these missiles, which often follow unpredictable, low-altitude flight paths. Additionally, Hypersonic excels in making swift interceptions while accurately determining the missile's target destination in real time. Exact details about Hypersonic's speed capabilities remain undisclosed, but visual cues suggest that it incorporates a booster and a powered warhead stage. This aligns with the global trend of developing hypersonic interceptors capable of flying at hypersonic velocities to counter the advantage held by hostile hypersonic missiles. Moreover, if Hypersonic follows the precedent set by Rafael's other anti-missile systems, it is likely to employ a kinetic kill approach, involving a direct intercept rather than an explosive warhead. Dr. Yuval Steinitz, chairman of Rafael, emphasized the international resonance of this endeavor, stating, "Rafael has identified a marked increase and arousing interest in the international arena with proven operational capabilities and a geopolitical reality that has created many opportunities." He emphasized the company's unwavering commitment to evolving defense systems to address emerging threats and the changing security landscape. Project Hypersonic stands as an innovative, one-of-a-kind development specifically geared to counter the formidable threat posed by hypersonic weapons. As the world of military technology evolves, systems like Hypersonic play a pivotal role in safeguarding nations against the ever-advancing weaponry of potential adversaries. The Paris Air Show's upcoming debut of Hypersonic highlights the relentless pursuit of security and defense in the face of evolving global threats. One of the reasons for the Hypersonic was in response to Iranian missiles, positioning it as a direct countermeasure to the escalating danger posed by hypersonic missiles. Evidently, the development of this missile had been underway prior to the Fatah revelation, highlighting the substantial investments being made by Israeli companies in advancing this critical technology. So, is the Iranian missile a real threat? On June 6th, a ripple of headlines surged through Iranian media, announcing the debut of what Iran claimed to be a hypersonic missile. The images splashed across screens featured a sleek, obsidian-colored missile adorned with the moniker Fatah. The gravity of the occasion was underscored by a speech delivered by Iran's newly inaugurated president, Ibrahim Raisi, leaving little doubt that Tehran sought to capture the world's attention with this weapon. Since its grand reveal, Iran has been carefully leveraging the announcement. Pro-government media outlets such as Fars News and Tasnim News have dissected the missile's purported capabilities. Moreover, Iran has been closely monitoring global reactions to this unveiling, keenly aware that the eyes of the world are upon them. On June 13th, Iranian media publications began chastising Israel for what they termed inaction in response to the news. These articles also explored the intriguing question of whether the US THAAD, Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System, or Israel's Arrow air defense system, could effectively stop this newfound missile threat. This media offensive mirrors the usual exchange of rhetoric and posturing between Tehran and Jerusalem. However, when one delves into discussions with Israeli experts, a profound sentiment emerges. While there is no unanimous consensus on whether Fatah is a mere media gambit, there's a prevailing sense within the Israeli defense establishment that they must, at the very least, acknowledge the potential reality of this weapon, or more precisely, the overarching menace posed by hypersonic weapons. In the global context, hypersonic missiles are gaining considerable attention. Generally, these are missiles capable of flying at speeds exceeding Mach 5. However, it's essential to recognize that they come in diverse forms and configurations, each with its unique characteristics and maneuverability capabilities. In essence, Iran may indeed have a hypersonic weapon in its arsenal, but the true nature of the threat it poses hinges significantly on the missile's maneuverability, a piece of the puzzle that remains shrouded in uncertainty at present. The global perspective on hypersonic technology is unambiguous. For instance, in Ukraine, the deployment of Russian air-launched hypersonic missiles did not prove to be a game-changer for Moscow, as one of these weapons was successfully intercepted by a Patriot air defense system. However, the scenario shifts dramatically in the Pacific, where China and North Korea have been actively advancing their hypersonic programs, featuring glide vehicles designed to operate at lower altitudes. These initiatives have sparked concern across Western nations, with the United States at the forefront of endeavors to devise effective strategies for countering this evolving threat. The Iranian Fatah missile's emergence has unfolded within this complex global landscape, where hypersonic technology is composed to transform the dynamics of military engagement. As discussions and analyses continue, one thing remains clear. The advent of hypersonic missiles, regardless of their provenance, highlights the imperative of adapting defense strategies to confront this new era of high-speed weaponry. This arena of military technology is dynamic and unforgiving, demanding constant vigilance and innovation to ensure the safety and security of nations in an evolving world. The recent unveiling of Iran's Fatah missile has certainly stirred the pot, sparking a wave of questions and conjecture. The video footage showcasing Fatah opens a window to its intriguing design. At the outset, the camera fixed to the missile's exterior offers a perspective that sparks curiosity. However, the video swiftly transitions into animation, depicting the missile's anticipated actions upon exiting the Earth's atmosphere and re-entering it. This transition, in essence, leaves a critical gap that, to date, fails to substantiate the actual existence of this purported threat. Amid the chorus of skepticism surrounding Iran's proclamation, Amos Yadlin, a former head of the Military Intelligence Directorate and the president and founder of Mind Israel, a non-profit advisory team integrated into Israel's national security decision-making process, voices reservations. Yadlin, with his extensive background, notes that a substantial rift often exists between Iran's proclamations and the actual performance of the systems they develop. He alludes to the considerable challenges associated with developing a hypersonic weapon and casts doubt on whether Iran has truly overcome these hurdles, citing the difficulties faced even by major powers like the US, Russia, and China in their hypersonic missile tests. Moreover, he suggests that Iran may employ the term hypersonic to describe a weapon on the lower end of the hypersonic spectrum, It's a perspective that highlights the propensity of Iran to expedite research and development processes, sometimes at the expense of performance, for the sake of propaganda and strategic communication. Uzi Rubin, the founder and first director of the Israel Missile Defense Organization, who currently serves at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security, delves into the rareness of data offered in the video and announcement issued by Iran. He likens Iran's presentation of the missile to the release of a movie, complete with production values. Rubin observes that Iran often adopts a strategy of discouragement through transparency, proudly showcasing its weapons. However, as he rightly points out, the material unveiled thus far primarily consists of full-scale models and an animated video detailing the concept. While the concept seems theoretically elegant, it remains unclear how close Iran is to translating it into an operational weapon. Furthermore, Rubin highlights that this isn't the first instance of Iran advertising a hypersonic weapon. He references the previous Zulfikar missile, featuring an atmospheric skipping re-entry vehicle. The key distinction lies in the fact that the re-entry vehicle of the Zulfikar was not powered, whereas the new Fateh re-entry vehicle is equipped with a small, solid propellant motor, likely derived from Iran's space program. Tal Inbar, a senior research fellow at the Missile Defense Advocacy Alliance, renowned for his extensive knowledge of missile and UAV programs across various countries, acknowledges the authenticity of Iran's hypersonic missile. He perceives it as a genuine hypersonic weapon, albeit with a unique configuration. Contrary to classic hypersonic weapons, such as China's DF-17, Iran has ingeniously placed the weapon atop a solid rocket motor within the rear section of a re-entry vehicle. This design addresses a critical challenge in hypersonic flight, the loss of velocity and altitude when a missile re-enters the Earth's atmosphere after space travel. Inbar lauds this innovation as resourceful, but also characterizes it as a poor man's missile. Inbar draws attention to a segment in the video that appears to demonstrate the missile's impact on a target. Iran's track record of conducting precision missile strikes in the past lends credence to the authenticity of this impact. However, the crux of the matter, according to Inbar, lies in the redesign of the re-entry vehicle. He highlights the consistency in Iran's missile capabilities and asserts that there is no exaggeration in their claims regarding range and speed. With more than 2 decades of experience, he underlines the rarity of disinformation or exaggeration in Iran's missile program. The video footage and flight tests he alludes to provide a glimpse into the new missile's developmental phase. While it has not yet reached serial production, the progress made by Iran in this arena constitutes a significant technological breakthrough. Inbar conveys the imperative for Israel to take the new threat seriously. He discerns a divide within Israel, with some failing to grasp the gravity of the threat and others echoing pre-prepared statements that may not align with the unfolding reality. The presence of President Raisi at the event signifies the significance that Iran attaches to this development. Yaoshua Kaliski of the Institute for National Security Studies, INSS, at Tel Aviv University, offers a measured perspective. While Israel should undeniably treat any threat with seriousness, panic is unwarranted. He points out the absence of operational proof, emphasizing that Iran has conducted ground experiments without disclosing operational details. The missile's range of 1,400 kilometers, while not negligible, falls short of reaching Israel. He underlines the complexities and multidisciplinary nature of hypersonic technology, which spans aerodynamics, material science, chemistry, scramjet engine design, and ignition chemicals. The capability to develop a hypersonic weapon of this caliber is a subject of debate, and he questions whether Iran presently possesses the requisite capacity. The unveiling of Iran's Fateh missile thus invites scrutiny and speculation. While it represents an intriguing development, the actual capabilities and implications of this purported hypersonic weapon remain enshrouded in uncertainty. Israel, as a key player in the complex web of regional dynamics, must navigate this new facet of the evolving military landscape with vigilance and caution. The world watches closely as the realm of hypersonic technology continues to evolve, posing new challenges and opportunities for security and defense. An important question to ask is if Israel can defend against hypersonic weapons. Even before introducing newer capabilities like Skysonic, Israel has carved a name for itself in the realm of air defense, boasting a formidable multi-layered system. Among these layers, the Arrow system reigns supreme. Amos Yadlin, a respected voice in Israeli defense circles, acknowledges that Arrow 3 and Arrow 4, the supporters of Israel's air defense, are skillful at intercepting hypersonic missiles up to a certain speed threshold. However, he cautions that if Iran were to field operational missiles exceeding this speed, it would necessitate a different approach, a scenario that prompts consideration of preemptive strikes as a primary response strategy. Yehoshua Kaliski offers a glimmer of optimism by suggesting that existing air defense systems might prove effective against the likes of Fatah. He highlights a crucial factor. When hypersonic missiles like Fatah re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, they experience a reduction in speed due to friction. This re-entry phase also bestows upon these missiles a thermal signature, rendering them detectable and intercept-able. Uzi Rubin reinforces this perspective, citing the downing of Russia's hypersonic Kinzhal missile by the Patriot system as a precedent. Moreover, the fact that Germany is actively pursuing the purchase of the Arrow system strengthens the confidence that effective countermeasures are within reach. Rubin posits that such a move by Germany wouldn't have materialized without the assurance that there are reliable defenses against hypersonic missiles. In his words, "I think we have some answer to hypersonic missiles. Otherwise, the Germans wouldn't have bought it." Tal Inbar, with his extensive expertise in missile technology, recognizes that the Fatah missile ushers in a new challenge, one that tests the mettle of every existing missile defense system, including Arrow and THAAD, as well as novel interceptors from other nations. He emphasizes the need for time to comprehend the full scope of this emerging threat, signaling that countering hypersonic missiles will require innovative solutions and adaptation. During this discourse, there's a silver lining, as Inbar envisions a limited chance of Iran proliferating this missile, a scenario distinct from Iran's supply of Shahd 136 drones to Russia. This measured optimism comes against the backdrop of evolving military technology, where nations must remain vigilant and resilient in the face of emerging threats. Israel's defense experts grapple with the intricacies of responding to hypersonic missiles. While existing systems offer a degree of reassurance, the dynamics of this new challenge demand continuous evaluation, innovation, and preparedness. Israel's commitment to safeguarding its security remains unwavering, even as it navigates the complex landscape of evolving missile technology and defense strategies. In the context of the Israel-Hamas conflict, the introduction of advanced missile defense systems like the Arrow 3 and Skysonic will undoubtedly have a significant impact on the Israel-Hamas conflict. This long-standing and deeply rooted conflict has been characterized by periodic flare-ups of violence, primarily involving rocket attacks launched from Gaza by Hamas, often met with Israeli airstrikes and missile defense efforts. The new missile defense systems represent a notable shift in Israel's ability to protect its population and infrastructure from rocket threats, potentially altering the dynamics of this protracted conflict. One of the key elements of the conflict has been Hamas's reliance on rocket attacks, which have caused significant disruptions and civilian casualties in Israel. These rocket attacks have been a source of fear and insecurity for Israeli civilians living in the southern regions, particularly near the Gaza Strip. The Arrow 3, known for its effectiveness in intercepting ballistic missiles, and the Skysonic, designed to counter hypersonic missiles, will bolster Israel's missile defense capabilities, including those against incoming rockets. The Arrow 3 system's successful interception of incoming rockets, such as those launched from Gaza, will not only protect Israeli cities and towns, but also impact the strategic calculus of Hamas. The increased likelihood of rocket interceptions might lead to Hamas reconsidering its rocket attacks, as a primary means of confrontation. While it may not bring a swift end to the conflict, it can serve as a deterrent by reducing the effectiveness of rocket attacks, potentially leading to a reduction in violence. Furthermore, Skysonic's capability to counter hypersonic missiles holds significance in the broader context of regional dynamics. Hypersonic missiles could be used by various state and non-state actors in the Middle East, and Israel's ability to defend against these advanced threats enhances its overall security. This added layer of defense can potentially provide Israel with greater confidence in responding to regional challenges, which could indirectly influence the Israel-Hamas conflict. It is important to note that while these missile defense systems offer improved protection, they are not a cure for resolving the underlying political issues of the Israel-Hamas conflict. The conflict's root causes, such as territorial disputes, political grievances, and humanitarian concerns, remain complex and deeply entrenched. Military technology can address certain aspects of the conflict, particularly in mitigating the impact of rocket attacks, but it cannot address the fundamental issues that need political and diplomatic solutions. The introduction of these missile defense systems may also trigger reactions from Hamas and other actors in the region. Hamas could attempt to adapt its tactics or seek alternative means to confront Israel, which could include unconventional strategies. Therefore, while missile defense systems improve Israel's security, they may not lead to an immediate cessation of hostilities or a comprehensive peace agreement. In conclusion, the deployment of advanced missile defense systems like the Arrow 3 and Skysonic represents a significant development in the Israel-Hamas conflict. These systems enhance Israel's ability to protect its territory and population from rocket threats and advanced missiles. While they may serve as deterrents and reduce the impact of rocket attacks, they are not a substitute for addressing the underlying political and humanitarian issues that fuel the conflict. The Israel-Hamas conflict is a multifaceted challenge that requires a comprehensive, diplomatic, and political approach for long-term resolution. However, the development of such an advanced missile capability could shift the balance of power even further into Israel's hands.